What's up, everybody? I am in the Akron Skatepark. Akron? I don't know how you pronounce it. But because I travel so much, I figured it'd be pretty cool to just do quick tours of the different skate parks. I'm really surprised at the quality of skate parks. There's a lot of skate parks that are just basically in the middle of nowhere. This isn't in the middle of nowhere. That's actually an international airport. So you can actually see the tower right behind me. That object over there. See, boop, boop, right there. That's the air traffic control tower, or one of them. But anyway, so let me show you what the park looks like. So I'm actually at the back end of it. There's a ton of graffiti here. I really like it. It's cool. But this part, it's pretty cool. There's a lot of smaller ramps here. It's not just bowls, which I like. I'm at the highest point in the park right now, just walking down. Then there's this is great to practice carving, right? That's something I can do a little bit now, but I'm still super novice. I can get the board off the ground, but I can't actually do an ollie yet. Then there's a bowl here, and the bowl actually will follow it, goes along over here, and it's cold. As you can tell, I'm wearing a jacket and there's snow. I do not like the cold anymore, guys, but people are probably tired of me complaining about it. So the bowl continues and then opens up over here. And then one of the things I found as a beginner skater is that a lot of skate parks don't have enough of this, you see how it's all flat? And then there's a ramp over there and then also a ramp here. That's really helpful for me just because I have a hard time doing I can't really skate that well in bowls yet, but areas like this that are flat, it's great because you can go down a ramp and get some speed and then practice doing ollies and that kind of thing. For me, I like it when a skate park has more of this flat terrain in between ramps, because then you can go up, turn around, go down, turn around. I really like that. But that's probably just because I'm new into skateboarding, right? So it's also got one of these things which are cool. This is something I haven't actually seen in the 5 skate parks I've been to. Most of them have bowls like this, right? That have a metal edge, so you can see, right? And you can drop in. Dropping in is pretty intimidating, but it's actually not that hard. It's all in your head, right? But what's cool is this actually has this kind of ramp thing right here, right? So it's covered in snow at the moment, but if you were to clear that off, you could start up here and then get the speed of dropping in without having to actually deal with that. It's way easier to go down that ramp than it is to deal with the psychological part of dropping in, because you don't need to drop in. You would just start right here and then just go down. Look at that. It's pretty cool. I like that part. And then also it's got one of these things here, right? So this again is for me personally, this is my favorite, because you have a ramp that goes down and then you have a bunch of flat, right there, right? All the way over there. And then at the end, there's another ramp. So you could go down and then push, keep your speed going, and then just flip around and keep going, right? Because as a beginner skateboarder, one of the tricks is in order to get better, you need to spend time skateboarding. But it can be kind of intimidating, especially if you're at a skate park, because a lot of people who skate have been skating for a long time. So you see them go and do all these crazy tricks, and it's just really overwhelming, right? But as a beginner, what you have to focus on is getting your feet on the board, spending time on it, because you can absolutely get to a point where you can do the fancy stuff that they're doing, but you need to be consistent. You need to stick with it, right? So this is the other end of the skate park. There's some stairs, rails, that kind of thing. And I guess this park has 4 main parts, because there's another bowl over here, but this is a much more shallow bowl. So it's not super shallow, it's about person sized, right? But then in this area over here, it gets much shallower, to the part where this right here, this is I can drop in on these kind of ramps. Whereas those, I'm not comfortable doing that at all. So there's this section, which you just saw, and that's actually, so when I started the video, I was standing up there. So now we're just going to go, there's some stuff over here. This is actually something I like. I like these drops because I can practice going off and landing on the board. I still can't do that really well, so a drop like this is a little bit harder. Drop like that is a bit easier. That's like a little bit taller than the typical curb. So if you can drop off of that and ollie up onto it, like, dude, you are golden for street skating. Because curbs are typically like this size, right? And it's easier to practice street skating than it is to practice like ramps and vert skating, as it's called. Just because there's more that can go wrong with vert skating. Like a lot of the stuff, you should probably actually like wear a helmet. But this is another section. Not quite as deep, or the curve's not quite as high as the ramps over there. So this is a more like beginner section. But yeah, this is the whole skate park. Just figured I'd give you guys a quick tour. If anyone's ever in Akron, I don't know what it is. No one's here right now, which is cool. I like going to skate parks when they're empty or there's like 1 or 2 people, because I'm not good at skating at all, so I don't have to worry about crashing into people. Whereas when there's a bunch of people, like, I tend to just not move because I'm like intimidated and I don't want to get in someone's way, right? Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Ciao. Oh, by the way, so if you watch this far, that's surprising because this is a video about skating, so I know none of my audience skates, right? Or at least wants me to do skating videos, right? But later today, there's an interview with Jason Dulay, which is pretty cool because he is a like big player in the Filipino VA scene, and he teaches people in the Philippines to become virtual assistants. Really cool guy, and I really enjoyed the interview. So check it out. It's going to be on the channel later today. All right? See ya. Ciao.